One of the biggest news stories to come out of the Hasidic village of New Square in the past year was the story of an arson attempt in which a young man who was an assistant to the Square Rebbe attacked another man because he'd been going to a different minyan with a firebomb and caused third-degree burns over more than 50% of the man's body. When someone asked you what happened shortly after this incident occurred, you tweeted in response, "Someone in Square, while smoking, slipped on flammable material, so he caught fire." Why did you write that about?
There are two things. There are two things why I may have written this tweet. First of all, sometimes details are sketchy or unclear. You know, when you start out, so you got to give it a day or two to get more information. Number one, and number two, many of my tweets, I wouldn't necessarily know if it's this one. Many of my tweets are sarcasm. Even if I'm a strong supporter of somebody, I can send out a tweet which is pure sarcasm, and if somebody reads it, what the hell is this guy talking about? But if you get a sense how I write tweets or some articles, you would see that I like to write sarcastic. So I don't recall off the top of my head exactly what I've written or which context it came. But if you have a copy of the tweet, a direct copy, can I see it?
But you know,
exactly, it has the three dots, which should be a symbol to you that I'm sarcastic.
Ellipses means sarcasm for you.
Exactly, and you'll find it a
but
lot,
why,
yeah.
So your two responses, you had a 2-point response, and on your first point you said that you have to wait for all the facts to come in.
So you would sort of ask, so why did I tweet?
But why tweet that someone caught fire to themselves by smoking?
But then again, as I see now from...
It's certainly very far different from...
As I see now from the tweet, it's definitely one of those sarcastic tweets. I finish my tweets with a exclamation mark or a period. If you see three, if you check up other tweets, it will be in sarcasm.
Okay, so that's a sign for sarcasm, but what made you think that sarcasm was appropriate in discussing a violent crime? In which a member of the community nearly died, suffered third-degree burns over more than half of his body.
Which again, sometimes when incidents happen, things take place, you wouldn't know exactly at the beginning how things work, you know, the seriousness of the event sometimes, and you think you can laugh it off, but then half a day passes or a day passes, say, okay, this is a serious situation. This isn't just somebody caught some fire on his shirt and it was a fight or it wasn't a fight. So if you want to make the argument that this tweet was out of place, I'll give you that, perhaps.